All right, so let's continue on here. I remember when I was here 3 years ago, this section, there was lots of weeds and things growing up. There's another piece of tie growing up through this area here. You can see lots of vegetation encroaching, lots of alders, and there's some tamaracks. You can see all the needles from the tamaracks on the ground. Oh God. Yeah, this section here, I can remember, if I think of it, throw up a piece of that video, and it was just all like weeds and stuff growing in, all flowers. So much nicer to see it this time of the year. A little bit different change in the vegetation here. You can see a lot more kind of leafy trees, poplars, and as I mentioned, the birch. This section here seems like it's kind of funny that this grade seems like it's very well traveled, but then you look at sections like this and it's just funny how some sections are just completely bare and there's nothing really growing on them, and you get stretches like this here. You can see some more ties, and you can see all the grass and the flowers and everything that are kind of growing up. We should have a whole bunch of ties coming up here too. Make sure Luna's okay. So here's some ties. So you can see the remains of one, and then there's another one there. I always have to remember to tilt my head down, because here's another one, because what I see and what the camera sees is not exact. There's another one. At a distance it's fine, but close up there's a bit of a discrepancy between our sight lines. More ties here. All right. Tie plate, another tie, and another tie. There's another one here. All right, so we're getting close to Jellicoe here. So let's zip you ahead a little bit. So we have a culvert here. I've written down 149.36, but I have a question mark there because maybe I can't read it properly. So on the original line that would be 48.56. Here you can see a little bit of rock work, and then there's some off to the side here. So I don't know how far originally the siding would have come out here at Jellicoe, because you can see that looks like it's been sort of blasted out, and you can kind of see this piece here on the side. So that could have very well been just a continuation of the siding. Okay, so we've arrived at Jellicoe. This was not the original name for this location. The original name was supposed to be Hector. Now, I'm guessing they changed it because I'm pretty sure there's a place in British Columbia that's called Hector. And so they try to avoid duplicating names. Now, so the reason why it was called Jellicoe was it was named after, obviously with World War I starting, it was named after a very famous British admiral, Sir John Jellicoe. He was admiral of the fleet, so basically the top military commander in the British fleet. So we've got a bunch of stuff going on here. So I'm going to show you this thing first of all. Hold on, let me just get my bearings here. Okay, it's over there. All right, so I noticed this when we came through the last time, because it just sort of caught my attention. So you have this post, you can see on the top it's painted white, and then you can see there's a bolt through it, and then there's a bunch of nails on here. I'm like, what the, this has got to be something, right? Like, this isn't just here because. So then, and I want to thank Don for this, he sent me a picture, and it was taken east of Geraldton, a place called Hard Rock. And it's a picture of his mom and some other ladies, and they had walked from, I think, Long Lac to Geraldton, or Geraldton to Long Lac, I can't remember. And there's a sign, and it's basically the 1 mile ahead marker. So it says Hard Rock 1 mile ahead, and it's one of these posts. Right, so it's the white post with the sign on there, and so I'm gonna flash that up so you can see what that looks like. So the reason why is because I measured it, and it's exactly 1 mile to Jellicoe, to where the station was. And to further reinforce that, I just saw that this morning we have this, so you can see the base of a metal signpost. It's been cut off. I could probably put money on it that is the Jellicoe 1 mile ahead sign, because again, if you measure the mileage, Jellicoe is almost exactly 1 mile ahead. Now, there was another thing that I saw here. Maybe it's further up ahead. So here you can see another tie, and another tie. Luna's really tired. Here it's springtime. You can hear the sounds of the swamp here. So we do have a culvert here. It's a metal culvert, but there's a marker on it. And I think this was one of the ones that we're like not sure on. I think I got 149.34, so that would be 47.74 on there. Okay, let's just go up ahead, because there's one quick thing to take a look at, and then we're done. Yeah, Luna's tired. So right here is the start of the easternmost Y here at Jellicoe. And so we explored this in the episode that we looked at with Jellicoe. So it basically veers off into the bush over there. And then over here, I found something. There it is. So this morning I noticed this metal pole. There's no sign attached to it. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, basically possibly a flanger sign for the siding here, because the siding would have started right up here as well, right, and run down here, and then you have the Y. So maybe I should flash up some maps and stuff so you can kind of see what's going on here. Okay, so again, we're not going to get into Jellicoe because basically we did this in a series of episodes, but this is essentially the end of this section. And so what I've done with this video series is there'll be one section of episodes basically running from Long Lac all the way to here, and then there's another section that basically covers Jellicoe all the way down to Thunder Bay, and that is based on the original subdivisions of the line, right? So basically you had, and I can flash these timetables up, you had the original Long Lake subdivision running from Hornpain to Jellicoe, and then you had the Nipigon subdivision running from Jellicoe all the way down to Port Arthur. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed today's exploration. There were some neat things that that we were able to take a look at. Again, make sure you check out the next series. So at the end of this video, there'll be a link to get into the next series of episodes that are going to cover. There's 9 episodes here on Jellicoe, and I'm thinking about coming back and doing another one. So there's a lot to see here. This used to be a divisional point, so there's the remains of where the station was. There's section houses, there's the old boarding house hotel, there's the turntable pit, there's where the roundhouse used to be, so there's tons of stuff to see. So in any case, hopefully again you enjoyed today's episode. We're going to be back with more episodes just as soon as we can, but in the meantime, thanks for tuning in.